Good afternoon, everybody, and again, welcome to Just Business. Also, welcome to the new year. Hopefully this year's a little better than the prior year, for obvious reasons. I'm not going to go into that here, but let's just hope that moving forward, we can really start to get a little progress done, not only in our economy, but on our own personal lives as well. So, today it's going to be a short video just about a common question that people oftentimes have, and one that people are most, I think, the most uninformed about. And that is, does China own the U.S.? Now, you hear this being thrown around a lot in the media particularly, as well as probably your circle of friends, maybe even a couple of professors at school. But oftentimes you'll hear people say, well, sooner or later, China's going to owe us. They're going to come, collecting. How much truth is behind this? Or do they really own the majority of U.S. national debt? Or is it all just a bunch of, sorry about that. So, before we get started, as always, if you could subscribe to my channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. Give this video a like. Also, please feel free to comment if you have any questions or concerns. But let's get started. So this question, this thought, whether or not U.S. debt is owned primarily by foreign countries, this question, or this idea, this topic is not accurately represented by the media in any of its outlets, be it news, print, Facebook, what have you. It's oftentimes heavily misrepresented. And contrary to popular belief, the majority of U.S. national debt is actually held by you, the taxpayer. It's domestically owned debt. So, oftentimes when you hear people saying, well, China's going to come collecting, well, actually, China doesn't really own much of the United States debt. Now, while numbers have risen over the years, yes, the percentages have increased. However, it's still very low in comparison to the amount of domestically held debt. And if you don't believe me, here's some numbers. Basic research can definitely open your eyes to some of this accurate information. But here's just a couple numbers to whittle that brain of yours. So, as of October 2020, debt was $27 trillion. It's United States debt, $27 trillion. Now that's so much money that one can simply not fathom that amount of money. Where does it all come from? Well, $21 trillion of that 27 is domestically owned. That's roughly 78%. So, of course, this is divvied up among all of the institutions, all of the government programs, you name it. This is where the majority of U.S. national debt is coming from. The remainder, which may be foreign-owned debt, that's very small. I think it's roughly around 33%. Don't quote me on that, but it's significantly lower in comparison to the amount of domestically owned debt. So a lot of times you hear these news outlets or your friends or teachers or whoever, they sit here and say, well, China, they own America. They're going to come collecting. They're going to take over our country. Well, that's not exactly true. We don't actually owe them that much. Sure, we do borrow from foreign countries, of course. But again, the numbers don't lie here. Significantly lower numbers when you're comparing them to the amount of nationally domestically owned debt. So, again, just another very important reason why doing your research is absolutely fundamental in getting all the facts. You cannot rely on news media outlets, particularly social media, to satisfy your your need for update in the world, in the economy, your news sources. It's just, it's ignorance at best. A lot of people don't really know how to do research themselves, or just don't care, don't have the time, what have you. So a little bit of research can definitely go a long way. Again, this stuff is readily available. Just have to be able to have some common sense, pick and choose between, a source that is going to be unbiased or whatever. But again, common question: does China own America? Simple answer is absolutely not. Sure, we owe them some money, but I'm sure you owe a company money for a car or for a house or a cell phone or whatever the case may be. Do they own you? No, they don't own you. Sure, you owe them some money, but they don't own you. The amount of money you have and the debts you have aggregate for that one particular creditor, probably very low percentage in relation to the rest of your debts. So they don't own you, and it's quite foolish to make the assumption that another country could own us, period, but especially when the research is right in your face. So that's going to be it for today. Just a quick video addressing some very important questions and topics. Hope you have a great new year, a start to your new year. Keep on the lookout for new videos. We're going to have some more lessons. Eventually I want to start integrating some stocks, some financial, maybe even some resume tips, because I do have quite a penchant for writing resumes, and I can definitely give you some very good tips. So again, leave a comment if you have any questions, concerns, discrepancies, you want to tell me off, whatever the case may be, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Please give this video a like, and definitely go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Remember, it's just business.